What if Deku was a zombie? Let's get. So we're gonna start with what if like this. So yeah. Deku's quirk is gonna be a little different. He's gonna have like something called hmm not manipulation, but like micro. Bots. Yeah, microbots. Not yeah, microbots. That's what he's gonna call his quirk. So basically, we gonna start this with Deku, like Deku and Ochaka, are dating at this point, right? And the zombie, and basically they see like this zombie, coming out of nowhere trying to attack them. And Ochaka, runs the other way and she dies. Just not die, like scratch that. She doesn't die, but she, leaves Deku there to die. And the zombies kill him. And basically, my boy Deku, like, he's sitting there dying, saying, "Why did you leave me? Why?" That's when his quirk, and that's when his quirk kicked in. I don't. I'm thinking of his quirk. It's called It's basically like an intelligence quirk, like to the max, and a tech quirk. So basically, he's smart in tech. So basically, Deku has like he basically keeps his composure, and basically he doesn't eat flesh. So basically, my boy Deku going wander around a little bit, wondering what's happening, and Deku can understand the of the zombies. They're just saying like, why can you just eat flesh? Just eat flesh. You'll be alright. And basically, Deku says no. I don't want to eat flesh. So basically, the other song says like, with her old weird finger saying "fuck you." So that happens, and Deku, goes around, around town, like, where he used to live, and he spots this girl, getting attacked by zombies, and basically that's gonna be Jiro, not Jiro, but like May, yeah. It's basically May Hatsume. So basically, May uses her gadgets in a way, and basically May doesn't really trust nobody. Literally, she does not trust nobody. So basically, Deku finds like a mask and a metal pipe in a way, and he just puts on the mask and just goes in there fighting all the zombies off. So basically, May wonders like, oh, this may be another human. And one of the zombies had a quirk that used not telepathy but like that burnt stuff. It burned the mask, and Deku had to take the mask off because he really didn't want to ruin his face. So Deku, takes the mask off, and May says, "You're a zombie?" And Deku just, nods like, "Yes, I am a zombie." And basically, Deku just takes on all the zombies, and May, steps back a little bit before she's like, caught by a zombie. So Deku uses like his tech quirk. He touches one of May's, machines, and he upgrades the machine to like let's say like a not a rifle but like a suit. Not a suit, like a battle armor. He puts it on and he just blitzes behind the zombie who was trying to kill May, and they could just knock his ass all the way to like killing him basically and scattering him. And May wants like cool, but like she still thinks that this is a threat. So she tries to kill Deku, and that didn't happen. So basically, Deku just says Deku really doesn't say anything because like one of the zombies took out his vocal cords and his and basically, yeah, and his bottom like and there's a hole up under his jaw. So yeah, that happens. And Deku, let's say he gets May's wondering like what is he doing? Deku finds like a pencil and finds like a pencil and paper, and he basically writes down saying, "I'm Izuku. I mean, I am Deku," because he really doesn't remember anything that happens. So basically, May and Deku, like Deku and May are like wandering around. May's wondering, like, can I trust this thing? Deku, is like sitting there thinking. I mean, he's not thinking like he takes out his phone, and he's wondering like, who is mom? Who is mom? And he sees like another number saying, Baku Katsuki Miiski. And basically, he just doesn't pay attention to that. So basically, Deku, and May, find this cafe. To where Deku, basically he thought like, oh, if if the hero thing didn't, it doesn't work, I can become a chef, like a chef or an artist. So Deku cooks like this like delicious meal, and May, basically wants to help, but like Deku says no, no. He pops it. I mean, he pops her hand with his glove, and basically May just sits outside, one like, oh, it smells so good. My boy Deku, he goes like all the way up to May, gives her food, and basically he makes him some, but like he he found like some not human flesh, but like zombie flesh, and he eats it, and he eats his plate up basically, which means boy Deku, he good. So like they go to like a hospital or something. They find like let's say basically like uh medicine for May, like some X-ray stuff and things. Basically, they have like this idea, like, oh, this can be our home, and basically they like May's like, nah. They found like this other place, like an old abandoned warehouse, which had like no like there was no noise or nothing. And they go and they search around the old place, and they find like these people like let's say Mina and Kaminari. I mean and Kaminari, but Kiyoshima. Basically, Kiyoshima knows who Jiro is because Mina told her about Jiro. Deku wears like his mask at all times just in case. So Deku wears his mask and he goes with May, and he basically says writes down hi, and Kiyoshima is like wondering like dude, are you alright? Basically Deku is, I'm sorry, but when my quirk started, I it made self malfunction. He's like wondering like, what does that mean? He writes down it took out my voice. And Christian like, oh, I didn't know. And Dick says it's alright. So basically, my boy Deku and May, starting to catch some feels. And I want for all of you to know this. I want all of you to know this. Like this episode's like 3 months. Mei, Deku, and Mei and Deku, and Kirishima and Mina, they all go around, like different parts of Japan, scouting them out, seeing like which districts are like the hardest and easiest. So basically, they do that. Kirishima, on the other hand, he's gonna be like a girl in a way. He's a girl. Hold on. So that was Amber Alert. So Kirishima is gonna be like a female in this one. It's like, oh, he's Kirishima gonna have like he's gonna be basically Kirishima can be like a girl's name. I mean, yeah, it can be a girl's name in my what ifs, and it really doesn't matter about the gender. So yeah, Kirishima and basically Dick, Kirishima, Nina, and Mei, all starting to get to like Deku. But Mei knows what Deku really is, like a zombie. And over time she, trusts him a little bit. So like they go past like this mall and they're wondering why is it all boarded up? So that's happening, right? They go into the mall and they, here's like and they're here and Mina and Kirishima wants to go to like, the shopping area. And they find like this zombie and this zombie is eating like a person. Let's say it was like not it's basically Coda. Deku, it's like oh okay. I mean, Mina and Hiroshima like okay, I'm a go. And then they basically they leave. Hiroshima hardens up, and they actually and basically Kyoshin just punches the fuck out of the zombie that's eating Coda. As that was happening, Deku was like, okay. I mean, Hiroshima just punched the fuck out of him. So so they kill the zombie, and they actually like, and they one was like, okay. So they basically just go in there and just grab everything they needed. They got like some clothes and stuff for the Deku, Mina, and themselves. And they found like these starter not starter packs, like some old school walkie talkies and a ammo box. They don't take the ammo box and the walkie talkie. My boy Deku, back with Deku and Cammy, not Cammy, like May. They both like um, they as they were wandering around, they saw a kid. They asked, "Hey kid, what's wrong?" The kid started like saying, "Stay away from me. I don't know if you're bitten or not." Basically, that happens, and hold on. Basically, not Mina, but like May, says it's okay, we won't hurt you. And Deku, let's say he, really doesn't care about the kid like that. The kid takes, them to where, all the other people are. And it's like this bunker, like a very big ass bunker that is the same size as the mall. So basically, they live there. Deku Deku and May, ask what's wrong with everybody, and they ask, get out now. and basically they hear like this loud, boom, and basically it's Mount Lady, not Mount Lady, but like thinking it's, Mount Lady. So basically they're scared. They're scared. They're really scared. So yeah. So they're scared, and basically they you know are like saying we've been hearing that sound for like the past 3 weeks. We've been not weeks, like months. We like yeah months that we've been living here, and basically that's like, you lived here for that long, and he says yeah, and basically Deku and them really don't care about the sound, because they know it's like, not All Might. Because look, yeah, it's sort of All Might in a way, but All Might, he, let's just say, he knows what he's doing, and he really doesn't want to. He says his catchphrase, "I am here to eat you alive. Feed me all." Basically, not feed me, All Might, like All Might feed. And he just kills like some people that he saw, and he just crunching them up, and he gets bulkier and bulkier, and basically as he uses All for One, he I mean One for All, he basically, like, one is like, holy crap, we need to get, like, he screams like, kill me, please kill me, and the only thing they can hear is like grumbling, and they're thinking like he's gonna attack us. So basically Deku and May, like, really doesn't care about that. So they just, ask the people down there, like, hey, can we get some supplies, and we'll be on our way. And the guy tells him, please, tells him what happened to all the other heroes, saying that Endeavor is like turned, and he's like a zombie wandering for his family. Mountain Lady, they still don't know where she is because they think that she's in hiding. And basically Mountain Lady, she's looking for some meat. She basically is like Deku in a way. She has her giant powers, and and she has like this intelligence quirk that keeps her from, wanting to eat flesh. So basically, she, has like, not the same powers, like has the same thing that Deku has. Like, basically that happens, and Deku, May, they, after leaving, they see, Mount Lady in her civilian form, you know, wandering around the mall, saying, "Help me." Deku, Deku runs over and helps Mount Lady. As that, as that is happening, May's one like, okay, and she's like, oh, Deku's gonna have a harem. You'll see, you'll see. As they help Mount Lady. They give him like some zombie flesh that keeps her from going insane, and they tell them, hey, you can come with us if you want to. She says thanks a lot, and basically commonly Woods is like, zombie too, but he basically he died because of All Might. All Might ate him, and All Might gained his power. So as All Might gained, his power, That happens. And Mina and Kirishima meet to back up with Deku and May. They see Mount Lady's, skin because this has like a zombie color, like undead color, like almost like Deku in this picture. Basically, she looks like this, but she is like, saying thank you for helping me, and they were like, what? You helped a zombie? Deku, and basically Deku pulls off his mask saying, "You really want to say that after I'm the one who's been saving your asses for like the months that we've been living and going together?" And they all shut up. Like, okay, we have done that. And my boy, Deku, puts back his mask saying, "Let's go." They all leave, and basically they like basically Deku, really didn't care about them like that. But they go to they go like as they're traveling. My boy Deku gets like the fuse, like somebody's watching him, and he looks over and see like somebody shooting a gun at him because they can see like a heat temperature quirk. They see no heartbeat on Deku, and they see like some girls, driving. I mean, with him. So they get the wrong idea, saying, "You kidnapped those girls." And Deku, stops the car, saying, and gets out and tells the girls, "Get up get up under the car, not duck down." Deku, is like, he basically says, "I know you're out there. Come out now." And the guy comes out saying, "How did you know I was there? I heard your heartbeat." And they're like, "Okay." So basically, the guy says, "Why do you kidnap those girls?" Deku tries to explain, saying he did not kidnap them. They came with him on their own free will. And the guy says, "Bullshit. Those girls came with you like really a zombie. They would come with a zombie." And Deku's like, "Really? A guy who has fucking pants, not pants, like has like some weird shit on, like a cloak and like some heat vision goggles, like sun resistant goggles." And the guy says, "Okay, like fuck you." Deku says, "Fuck you too." So Deku and the guy fight. Mina, Kirishima, Mount Lady, and May are all looking at this like you know yeah, May, and they're looking at all this like, wow. And basically Deku has like this quick little flashback of the guy, like him and that guy were like friends. That was like his like brother figure. And the guy was like, "I don't know you." He's changed a lot. So basically, Deku, says, "Wait, um, Korra?" Basically, and the guy says, like, "How do you know that name?" "It's me, Izuku. It's me, Deku." And the guy was saying, "Huh? if you're really Izuku, name one thing we did that we never told our moms. And the guy says like and Deku says we showered together and you were like the gayest one who tried to touch me. And they like, okay. So he knows it's him. So he knows it's Deku because he never told nobody what he did with Deku. And the guy was like, okay, you're Izuku. You're Deku. So Deku like, okay, so you're alright, man? And the guy says, yeah, I've been missing you. It's like, ew, no, that's wrong. It's my what if, my power. I'm the admin of this shit. So fuck off. I'm kidding y'all. So, that happens. May, one like, what did he mean by touch? And basically Deku and Kura like, okay, we need to talk about this somewhere else. So they basically, go to like his base camp. They basically go like to Kura's base camp, and Deku, gets like this weird vibe about Kura. He sees like some weird pictures. He sees pictures of like him, May, are talking, and they see like cut out pictures of him and Deku. I mean, like cut out pictures of him pasted on pictures of May, Kirishima, and Mina. So they're like, okay, he has a weird thing for Deku. So they kind of like, okay, have you've been busy? So and so Deku tells him, "You need to get out here now, quickly." And basically, Kuro says, "If you're not getting out of here, Izuku." Actually, he moans it in a weird way. So you're not getting out of here, Izuku. I'll make sure you're good and comfy. So basically, Kuro traps the girls and in like this dungeon, and they sitting there like one like, what? Does that guy is he a fucking pedophile or a pervert? Cause look, I'm getting the Hisoka vibes about this guy that I'm creating. So yeah, Hisoka vibes. He basically says, "I missed you so much, Izuku." I see like sits there and lick his lips. And Deku tries to run, like he sees like some like he sees like his like weakness, and he's like, oh, zombies don't have weakness, but Deku does. His weakness is like literal, like human flesh. So basically, fine. Oh, how's his weakness gonna be human flesh, and he eats zombie flesh. So Deku, it's like complicated in a way. So I'm not going to say it. And Deku, he basically gets like um he basically gets like the wrong vibe about him. So he, leaves in a way. He tries to leave, but his like arm is cut off. Kuro cuts his arm off, saying, "You can't leave me, Deku. I still haven't had my fun with you." And Kuro just pulls Deku's arm, and Deku's arm is like still moving. So basically, Kuro takes his arm and he wraps his hand around his hand. And he basically just, like, if you're wondering, like, this is 18 plus, that happens. Deku, Deku's arm is getting, like, sexually assaulted. Straight sexually assaulted. But look, my boy, Deku tries to, keep his arm from, being rock beat by like a ape. So as that's happening, Deku, Mei and Kura and Deku are trying to talk things over. But Kura's not listening, and he, you know, gives Deku like he since Kura took his arm, he just starts licking it and tickling it, and Deku just starts laughing, and basically Kura takes notice saying body parts are still attached to the nerves, even if they're severed. So Kura, like, he cuts off like Deku's like leg, and Deku falls back saying, "Stop, it's Kura. I thought we were friends." But Kura, comes back with like this weird perverted grin, like, "I've always wanted to be my friend and friend, Deku, but mine and mine alone." And Deku like, "Okay, I am leaving," but Deku is being, he's knocked out. His head is cut off, and I'm like, "Oh crap, Deku dead." No, you can't die because look, in my what if zombie, even if their heads are cut off, they can still get oxygen from the from their veins. So yeah, Deku's head is cut off, and basically Kuro takes Deku's body to like his room for like a bedtime spot because my friend. So like Kuro just like cutting up like the other parts of Deku, and he just keeps them near him. So Kuro, he just starts examining Deku's body from feet to from toes to his head. Deku Deku starts to wake up, and basically he controls his body to get to punch Kura, saying, "Get away from my body." Kura says, "Oh, Deku, I've always wanted you." And Deku's like, "Whoa, man, hold on. We are childhood friends. We are friends. Like I consider you as a brother." And Kura's like, "Oh, no, damn." And Deku just like, I need to go get the girls and leave." Kura basically, runs after Deku's body, saying, "Wait, I still haven't made you mine, baby bro." And Deku just starts saying like, "What the fuck?" And he just says, "This is not Alabama." And he just fucking guns it. He grabs his head and he grabs his other leg and his arm, and he just guns it like to all the way to like the cells, and he just basically says, "If your name is May, Mina, Kirishima, and Mount Lady, give me a Hoya." Basically, they hear a Hoya from the thing. And please don't copyright this YouTube. So I'm gonna make this not for kids. So yeah, they get captured, and basically, Deku, you know, finds them, and he releases them. And May's one like, "Why do you not have a, you know, why don't you have a fucking finger?" And Deku says like, my my perverted friend. He's your friend? He knows he is. And he just tells him like the story, saying like, me and him, he was born like 2 days earlier, and I was born like like one day, like not one day, but like 3 days, early, last. So yeah, he tells him that he's always liked me, and like not in a brotherly way. He gave me bass when I was little, but he basically touched me and my nose going. So yeah, I feel like, oh my god, you was very much wrapped. You was wrapped, and Dick was like, yeah, I think I was too. And all the games he created was like calling them Daddy Funtime games. So I'm like, okay, he's one of them. So basically, Kuro just walks on saying, Zuko, don't be telling our little secret. As he has like this, like a blade, scratching the door, scratching the walls as sparks fly. And he lets out like some female zombies who are like under control. And he tells them to eat Deku. So Deku just punches the fuck out of one, sends it flying back at Kuro. As they are running away, Deku finds like this old Harley, not a Harley, but like this old Jag, and he just throws everybody in it, and he opens up the garage, and he just guns it out the garage, saying, "Ah, Kuro, you are a fucking hoe." And Kuro's like, "Okay," so he sees and know that Deku left, saying, "Hey, Kuro, even if I said those weird things to you, like even though you did those weird things to me, I'm still your brother. So remember, don't do this to another child again, or I will be there to give you something that you did not wish." So yeah, and this is where I'm gonna leave it off at. So Mad Max signing off. Goodbye. See you.